Hey guys, how are we? Thanks for checking out my channel. I wanted to do a video, just a quick one, because I had a few messages just of people who are unsure if they have a hiatus hernia. And obviously I've got loads of videos talking about what to do if you've got it, but then how do you sort of navigate if I have a hiatus or hiatal if you're American hernia. So I just wanted to talk about a few of the symptoms that I had, a few of the symptoms that I know about now, and also how do you know that you've got one. The first thing I want to clarify, the only way for you to tell that you have a hiatus hernia is by getting an endoscopy. And I've got a video talking about my experience with an endoscopy on the channel. Just get one. You can rule any bad things out, anything else. And I also get a few comments from people going, you know, can I do like the swallow test and this and that and that. Just do the endoscopy. I know, like, it's horrible, and it is. Hopefully my video helps you in some way. You can get sedated, which I would highly recommend for that. But that's the only way you're going to test. And you're just, for your peace of mind, just all of these symptoms that are part of a hiatus hernia, some of them are quite generic, and some of them might not relate to a hiatus hernia, or some of them might relate to it, but the only way for you to know that is by getting that test. So speak to your doctor and just get an endoscopy in. And if your symptoms are severe, get a fast track. Just, why not? Like, just get things looked into as soon as possible. So the main things of hiatus hernia are quite similar to something called GERD or GORD. I think it depends if you're in England or America again. So the first thing is acid reflux, and that's similar to GERD or GORD. Now, the reason is, from my knowledge, with a hiatus hernia, you don't have, because of the sort of foreign body almost in your stomach, you don't have that filter. So all of your stomach acid can go whoosh into your esophagus, and that can cause chest pains. It causes indigestion. It can cause gassiness. I was very gassy before I started taking any tablets, like omeprazole. Like, I would burp and fart all the time. I was known for being like a gassy person. But since I'm no longer that person, obviously, you know, I do still Trump now and again. But generally, I'm not known as the gassy person anymore. So that's something maybe to consider, you know, how gassy are you? That all sort of relates. Other things are weird symptoms that come with acid reflux that may not relate to a hiatus hernia, but is the main thing of a hiatus hernia, I would say. As the acid is coming into your esophagus, it can go into your throat, and that can affect your vocal cords. I'm a singer, and, you know, I have noticed that as time went on, there was times when my voice was getting a bit scratchy, and I have noticed a significant improvement since I started taking action. The back of my teeth, so these two front teeth here, the back of them have sort of like bit like a filling basically on, because the front of my teeth was getting see-through because of all of the acid coming into my mouth that was causing like erosion. Now, I've only really realised this recently when I went to the dentist, and for years they just were like, oh, you're drinking too much orange juice and you're having too much Coke, and I was like, I have like 1 glass of orange juice a day. Like, is that enough to cause this? It's the acid reflux that was just wearing down over the years and years and years my enamel, I think, which was causing that sort of see-through thing. So that might be something that you also have. Bad breath, another thing. Like, sometimes, like, my breath would be generally not nice and smelly. Like, I've noticed a significant improvement. Like, sounds weird, but if I used to like lick my hand, I could like smell it. I could. This was all before I started taking my tablets. I take 2 omeprazoles a day. At one point I took 4 omeprazoles a day. I'm currently doing a process called Icuro, where I'm going to see, hopefully, if over time I can come off my omeprazole. There's also some of the things that I want to try, because I don't want to be on omeprazole for life. It's working, but basically where I'm at is I don't want to be on it for life. There's surgery options, there's some herbal options. I'm going to try this licorice root tablet thing, but at the moment I've been on it for 4 years. It's a long time to be on tablets every day, I think. So, you know, I'm in my mid-20s. Do I want to spend the next, hopefully, long life that I'm going to have taking omeprazole every day, and then what does that have for the future? Anyway, I've digressed. We're talking about symptoms right now. So yeah, acid reflux is the main one, and it depends on what you're doing. That's going to change. For me, I remember significantly certain things would trigger certain feelings, especially that acid reflux feeling that causes all of them symptoms, the chest pains, the uncomfortableness, the bloating. I had like an uncomfortable bloating. I still get it sometimes, and some things help with that, some things don't, but that bloating was a definite factor for me. I did have significant bloating, and sometimes if I did like ab work or I did gym workouts, I would notice, like, I would feel uncomfortable, and if I would eat certain foods, I would have such bad acid reflux that I would have to almost, it was acid reflux and belly pains, that's another symptom, and I would have to almost sit in like a child's pose, yoga position in my bed, like until it went away. And obviously I've realised now that that's not the best side to be on. You should be on your left. I've since known, because I didn't even clock that could be a hiatus hernia, which is mad. I've done a whole video talking about I have health anxiety. Well, I've had bad bouts of health anxiety in the past, and it is something that is still ongoing in my life. And out of all of the things that I thought I had, I never worried about my acid reflux, even though that was the one thing that I did have. Bizarre madness. For me personally, that they were the main symptoms. It was all of the stuff related to acid reflux that I've just mentioned, and sort of the many things that can affect, and the stomach pain as well, and the impact that had, and the triggers, thinking about that, things that trigger it. Like if you're fine most of the time, but then you eat spicy food or you have acidic food and then you get a flare up, or you do ab work and then you get a flare up, it sounds plausible that you could have a hiatus hernia. You might just have bad acid reflux as well, which is also a thing, but it's good to know that it isn't a hiatus hernia, or it is a hiatus hernia, because it's good to know, because you can manage whatever's going on. And obviously there's things saying that it's over 50s who have a hiatus hernia and you're more likely to get it. I'm in my mid-20s, so I think when I was told by the consultant, and he was like, yeah, usually, you're in your like 50s or 60s, so if you have to take tablets for life, it's not that much of a big deal. And I was like, all right, great. Yay. So there were the symptoms that I had. There's obviously other symptoms that other people will get as a result of that. It's hard to know sort of if it's something else related to GERD or GORD, or if it's related to something else. It could be something else that's going on, so like something minor or maybe something major. So it's always good to just get things checked out, and I would just say have the endoscopy, and then you'll know. That's the only way you'll know. You're not going to know by ruling out symptoms. Even if your doctor says that they're wrong, they can't tell you if you've got a hiatus hernia. And what happened with mine was, I left it for so long that I got polyps, which can eventually turn to things bad, but also I had scarring in my esophagus, because for so long I was just like, oh, this is normal, like having this severe acid reflux attacks. I was like, this is fine, everything's all right. Yeah, so it's good to know. You can take tablets and then these symptoms will go away, or you can take some other action, whatever you want. I hope this video has been helpful. I'm John. Feel free to check out my random YouTube, which is full of hiatus hernia chat, health anxiety chat, Sims videos, and music. I'm a musician, so please check out my Spotify. I want 0.003p. And follow my Spotify as well. It really helps with those algorithms. And just any random stuff that might come to my mind. I really want to do more YouTube stuff, but time gets away with me sometimes. But I've got a list of all these things that I'm like, oh, all these videos would be so cool to do. And I never end up doing them, but I will do them. I guess I'm kind of doing one right now, but my videos are usually just me rambling about things, which I'd like to do a bit more interactive-y things as well, a bit more interesting. Thanks for watching. I hope this has helped. If you think you've got one, speak to your GP. Please tell me below what's going on. Hope I might be able to help. I'm not a doctor, but I might be able to help by sharing my own experiences of that. Enjoy your day. Bye.